What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my C-section experience. Sorry if I am talking quickly. I'm trying to get through this because the twins are asleep, so I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can, and I don't know if I have enough room on my phone to get this video done. So we're going to try to get this done as fast as I can. I hope my boobs are not out. I cannot see, but you know, whatever. Okay. So let's talk about the C-section, right? Okay, so I'm a mom of 4 now since I just had twins, and this is my first C-section, okay? The other 2 were natural vaginal births or vaginal deliveries, and these 2, the twins, were a C-section. I did elect to have a C-section because I had to have another procedure done, and I didn't want to go back like first surgery. This is like my first surgery like ever, aside from like getting my wisdom teeth out, because they count that as surgery, but I've never had surgery like on my body. So this is the first time I've ever had any kind of a surgery or anything, and I had 2 procedures done. So it was a lot for me, okay? It was a lot. It was intense. So right off the bat, there's fuzz in here. Anyways, so we get to the hospital. I get into my gown. I'm waiting. I probably waited for maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes. It didn't feel like I was waiting that long because, again, it was scheduled. So I didn't have to just like go in and it was like an emergency or anything. It was already scheduled, planned. I already knew that we were doing that day and at that time. Layla's barking. Yeah, so I go in, I change into like a gown and everything, and I wait for a little while, and then they like wheel me back to this big, like bright, sterile, cold room. And I know it has to be, well, I don't know. I'm not a medical professional, but I guess they have to keep it cold. That's like sanitary or something. I don't know, but it was freezing cold in there. The lights were bright as hell. Like, it was so bright. It was like very, for me, it was very Grey's Anatomy, okay? I've never been in an operating room before, so I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, and then they don't let your spouse or your support partner or whoever you have with you, they can't go back there, like when they first wheel you back. So it was just me, myself, and like my nurse, or my nurses and stuff, and like the doctors and the anesthesiologist, and everybody was in there like getting ready, right? So it's just me by myself in this bright, freezing cold room. So the first thing they do is I get up on this table. The table is like freaking so narrow, like literally probably my body size, like no wider than like shoulder width, okay? It's this super skinny little table. So I sit up there and I'm getting ready to get my medicine. So what was different was with my other 2 kids, my older kids, I got an epidural. And it's just like, if you've had an epidural, then you already know, but it's like a shot in your back, but there's like I guess like a catheter or something that keeps medicine flowing into your back. This time with the C-section, I got a spinal, which is just a shot in the back. Nothing stays in your back. It's literally just a shot, right? So I'm sitting up on the table, and I've got a nurse in front of me, the anesthesiologist, and like his assistant are behind me, okay? And y'all, this hurt like a bitch, okay? It hurt so bad, and I think it only hurt that much because they had to do it multiple times. Like, I guess they couldn't find the right space or spot where the needle needed to go in order for me to get the medicine, in order for me to be like numb. So I'm telling y'all, they probably stuck me at least 5 or 6 times in my back. And if you've had a shot in your back, oh my God, it hurts. My back is hurting right now just talking about it. It was so painful and so agitating, like having to be stuck so many times. And it was probably, you know, my fault because I was so uncomfortable that I was like moving, and I'm like moving away from the needle instead of like rounding my back and staying still. I kept moving because it hurt so bad. And then my poor little nurse, she was in front of me, like trying to hold me up and keep my back rounded. And I've got like my hands full of her body, honestly. Like her arms, I'm pretty sure I had like a piece of her waist or like her stomach, and I was squeezing so hard, and I just kept apologizing. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but this hurts. She's like, it's fine, it's okay, you know. And I feel like, you know, you need your support person in there for that, because that was like traumatizing. Okay, it was awful, it hurt so bad. But that thing, that, what did I say it was called, the spinal, it worked like that. Like as soon as they were done, I felt my legs like tingling, and my legs were going numb like immediately. It worked so fast, you guys. So as soon as they got that done, they were like, okay, it's gonna start working, and you know, we'll lay you back and all that kind of stuff. So it started working, and I just laid down for a little while, and everybody was just kind of prepping, you know, their tools and stuff. I couldn't see anything, so I don't know what they were doing, but I laid there for a minute, I guess, to let the medicine numb me like all the way up. So I was laying there, and then finally they brought my husband in, and he had like his little scrub things on or whatever, and then they lay your arms out to the side. I don't really know what the purpose of that is, but they lay your arms out. Okay, and so then they put the curtain up, like the blue curtain, so that you can't see what's going on. And then my doctor's like, okay, you're ready, you know, to kind of make sure I couldn't feel anything. He said that he was like pinching the crap out of me. I did not feel a thing, like pain-wise. Like I couldn't feel anything, which is good. So I'm laying there, and here's the thing, I'm laying there, and I just feel like I'm just laying there like fully exposed, like you're just laid out, you know what I'm saying? You know, of course, you know, you're naked from the waist down, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel so exposed. And because I was having twins, there were a lot of people in there, so I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm just out here, y'all just got me out here, okay? So I'm just laying there completely exposed. Like I said, I didn't feel any pain. But, oh, I hear a baby. Oh my gosh, let me hurry up. I didn't feel any pain or anything, but I could feel the pressure, and I could feel it like from the waist up, because I could feel them, I guess, like moving the twins around, or like moving my stomach around. And so I'm like moving like back and forth. So I'm like on the table, like, like this, because they're pushing and pulling, you know, trying to get the babies out, and stuff like that. And really all I could feel was pressure. But at one point I started to feel a lot of pressure in my chest. Like it almost felt like they were pushing a baby like damn near down my throat, like, or up my throat. Like I was feeling so much pressure like this. Almost like, I guess, like when you're on a roller coaster and you feel like your stomach is in your throat. That's kind of how it felt. And I was just like, ugh, like, you know what I mean? It felt pretty intense, but I didn't feel like nauseous or anything. I just felt like a little lightheaded, and yeah, lots of pressure. Like I could just feel them like moving my body around. And so for me, I did not like that, like, at all. I didn't like it because I just, first of all, I just felt so helpless. Like I felt like I wasn't doing anything to get my babies here. I don't know if that's like a normal feeling, but you know, at least when you're having a vaginal delivery, you're pushing, you know, you are doing something to help get your babies out. But I was just like laid up on a table with these people cutting my body open and pulling my children out. So I was not a fan. I just, like, I don't like it. I don't like the C-section. I would not ever do that again. No, and I know sometimes we don't have a choice. I chose this time because, like I said, I had to get another procedure done. And number two, I just felt like it would be easier to get twins out rather than me trying to push, because she was not in the right position. Like he was head down and she was feet down. And my doctor told me, you know, I could deliver my boy normally and still end up having a C-section with her because she's not in the right position. So I'm like, let's just knock all of it out and get it done. So yeah, they did that. It didn't really seem like it took that long, but at the same time, it felt like for freaking ever. Like I was laid out on that table forever. But they got the babies out. So obviously they took the babies out first, and then they started on my next procedure. And my husband, he did get like raw footage of the babies coming out, which I saw. I didn't post it in the labor and delivery vlog because, I mean, I wanted to keep something for myself, number one, but it's also, you know, it's a little graphic. And I looked at it and I'm like, yo, they just like folded my shit. Like they folded my stomach back. It sounds so gross, but it's like for real. Like they just like folded it back and pulled the child out. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what is happening to me? But you know, nonetheless, I'm healthy, everything went fine, and the babies are healthy. So let's talk about the aftermath of that. So the babies come out, my procedure is done, you know, and I'm getting wheeled off into my other room. Now, of course, I'm still numb, so they had to like lift me up and put me on, was it a gurney? I don't know, the little rolling bed thing. And they had to put me on there, which felt really scary because like I said, I was completely numb, and by this point I'm exhausted and I just felt so helpless. So I'm just like, you know, but I mean, there's nothing I can do. So they put me on the bed and then they give me the babies and we roll to our, let's see if mom can get this video done. Okay, I've returned with a baby. It's time for him to eat. So let me see if I can pull my boobs out, get through this. Okay, I keep having to stop y'all, and my camera keeps shutting off. So I don't know where I be leaving off, but C-section is done. The C-section's over now. Okay, so recovery. Let's talk recovery. First couple nights at the hospital, they've got you on like heavy pain meds and everything is okay. Like the pain is manageable. It's not bad. But once they stop the pain meds, yo, it's a whole different beast. A whole different beast, okay? Like immediately after they stopped like my heavier pain. God, I got the hiccups. My heavier pain meds, I was in a lot of pain. Like my stomach was killing me, my incision was hurting. Like it was terrible. Anyways, yeah, so it sucks. It super sucks. And so like, just to be honest, I feel like we left the hospital pretty quickly, which I mean, usually that is the plan. Like I don't want to stay in the hospital any longer than I need to, but I could have stayed another day, honestly, just for like all the rails, because like once they make you like get up and go to the bathroom, like they take your catheter and stuff out and you've got to go to the bathroom, and you try to like move around, it's really hard. But like the bed has rails and the bathroom has rails and all that kind of stuff, so you know there's a little assistance. But when you get home, you know, most of us, we don't have a bunch of rails in our house. So I wish I would have stayed one more day just for like the extra help to get out of bed and sit on the toilet and all that kind of stuff, because that was quite useful. So yeah, I got up. They made me get up, not like immediately, but I finally was able to get up and go to the bathroom. And you know, just TMI, you know, real talk, as soon as I got up, blood just started gushing from my hoo-ha, okay? And I mean, I don't know. I've never had a C-section, but I'm thinking all the action is up top. I didn't know that you still bled from your hoo-ha, okay? So yeah, blood was like gushing out and it was all over the floor. And I was like, oh my God, you know? And I mean, it didn't hurt, but I didn't realize that I was still gonna bleed from my vagine, okay? So that was new. But yeah, just like trying to walk and stuff, ugh, it was a beast, man. It was really hard. And then when you get home, it's harder. Like, how am I supposed to take care of my kids when I'm bedridden? Like, I literally, like, it was so hard for me to get out of bed. And, you know, mind you, we have 2 other children. And for the first week, they weren't at home. Like they stayed with my mom and my grandma just so that we could kind of try and get into somewhat of a routine, which is that's not a thing. with the twins. But I don't know, just like I still had to get up and go to the bathroom. You know, if I needed something, it was like my husband had to try and take care of all three of us, which no. So yeah, it was really, really hard. So the first 2 weeks were really, really hard, and they were really, 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 really painful. Really, 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 really painful. Okay. Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like if you have a C-section, you should get a week in the hospital with childcare, okay? Like, at no expense, because I don't understand how they expect us to do this. But because we're women, you know, they're just like, get up and do it. You can do it. You're strong. You can do it. You're a mom. You can do it. But fuck, man, it's hard. So I struggled definitely with recovery, not only because it was painful, like not just the physical aspect, but emotionally, I just felt so helpless. Like I feel like I couldn't do anything, or I couldn't do everything that I was expected to do, I guess, and had to try to put it all on my husband, which is not normal. That's not normal for me, you know. And I felt like I wasn't a good mom because I was laid up in the bed, you know, even though, you know, my body had just been through, the other two kids. My body had just been through so much. It was just like, I have to take care of my kids. Ooh, she needs a bottle. Ooh, he needs a bottle. You know, like I felt like I had all of this responsibility that I wasn't able to get to. And it's really hard to try and put that on someone else, and then have somebody pretty much kind of wait on you, like not being able to do stuff yourself, like, you know, help me get to the bathroom, help me walk to the living room so I can sit down, you know, bring me my food, and like that was hard. So yeah, recovery from C-section sucked major balls, and like I said, I would not choose to do that again. I know sometimes you don't have a choice and it's the best thing to do for you and the baby, but if I had a choice, if I ever got pregnant again, which, no, I wouldn't choose that. Like, I don't recall my recovery from my vaginal deliveries being anywhere near that hard. Like, not even close. Like, I know that there's some pain, and there's some blood, but C-section, that ain't no joke. So shout out to all my C-section moms, especially if you've done it more than once, because I feel like I've heard that if you do it once, every pregnancy after that has to be a C-section. I don't know how accurate that is, but if you've had multiple C-sections, even one C-section, if you're a C-section mom, thumbs up this video or comment down below, because holy shit, it's tough. It is tough. So yeah, I know there was a lot going on in this video, and I'm all over the place, and everything kept shutting off, and children. So I really hope that I got all the footage that I was supposed to get and said everything that I needed to say. Yeah, and said everything that I was supposed to say in this video. Honestly, y'all, I don't really know. I have no idea. So I guess we'll find out when I'm editing. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I think I have a couple more like not maternity, but baby videos. There will be more like baby/mom videos in the future, but I'm trying to knock out some of the like birth ones before I kind of jump back into beauty things. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that is. I cannot do my little kiss piece thing right now because I'm feeding the baby. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, I've returned because I forgot something. So this is like a different angle and stuff, but I forgot to tell y'all about like my scar and stuff. So again, I've got 4 kids, so the mom gut, the mom pooch, all of that is real, okay? And maybe I'll do like a series about my postpartum fitness journey whenever I start to do that. I'm not in a big hurry. I'm just kind of living in my mom body right now. But I feel like just looking like, I'm gonna be honest, like I have to lift my stomach up, okay, in order to like see my scar. But like looking, I honestly can't see anything. Like Oof, yo. I mean, these two right here, well, there's only one right here, but the twins, they're easy right now. It's them other two. Whew. And school's about to be out too. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so yeah, like when I'm like looking for my scar, like honestly, I can't see anything. Like I don't know if I don't know what I'm looking for, but I don't see like a huge scar. They did a bikini cut, which I guess that's like normal. I don't know. But yeah, I really can like barely see a scar. So once I, slim down my mom gut, if I so choose, I'll see like what it really looks like. But I feel like I can't see a scar like at all. So, I mean, that's good to have your body ripped open and folded like an omelet. There's not a scar. So, yeah. But yeah, I forgot to mention that part. So, okay, that's all.